Try to be happy in every situation. Life is full of ups and downs, and every person faces moments of joy as well as sorrow. However, happiness is not just about circumstances, it is about perspective. This is the story of a man named Asan, who learned the true meaning of happiness through life's unexpected challenges. Asan was a hard-working man living in a small town. He worked as a tailor, stitching clothes for people in his neighborhood. He was known for his kind nature and the smile that never left his face. No matter how hard life got, Asan always found a reason to be happy. One day, his friend Raza asked him, "Asan, how do you always stay happy? Life is not easy, yet you never complain." Asan smiled and replied, "Happiness is a choice, Raza. We cannot control everything, but we can control how we react to things." Raza laughed and said, "That sounds nice, but let's see if you can stay happy when real trouble comes your way." A few months later, Asan's shop caught fire due to an electrical short circuit. All his hard work burned to ashes in front of his eyes. The people of the town gathered around him, expecting him to cry or panic. But Asan simply stood there, took a deep breath, and said, "It's okay. Maybe this is a sign to start fresh." Raza was shocked. "Asan, you lost everything. How can you still smile?" Asan replied, "Crying won't bring my shop back, but hope will help me rebuild it." With the little savings he had, Asan rented a smaller space and started sewing again. Though his new shop was not as big as before, he remained happy and hopeful. Slowly, customers returned, and his business picked up again. Just as life was returning to normal, another disaster struck. Asan fell seriously ill. The doctors diagnosed him with a condition that would take months to recover from. He was forced to stay in bed, unable to work. This time, Raza visited him and said, "Asan, even now, will you tell me that happiness is a choice? You lost your shop once, and now you have lost your health." Asan smiled weakly and replied, "Yes, my friend. Even now, I choose to be happy. This illness is teaching me patience. And while I rest, I have more time to pray, read, and reflect on life." Raza shook his head in amazement. He had never met anyone like Asan before. Months passed, and Asan recovered. With the help of friends and well-wishers, he reopened his shop. His positive attitude and hard work inspired many, and soon, his business became more successful than ever before. One day, Raza came to him and said, "Asan, I finally understand. Life will always test us, but if we choose happiness, we will find a way through even the worst situations." Asan nodded and said, "Exactly, my friend. Happiness is not about waiting for the storm to pass but about learning to dance in the rain." From that day on, Raza also started looking at life differently. He, too, began to find joy in every situation. Asan's story teaches us a valuable lesson. Happiness is not dependent on what happens to us but on how we respond. No matter what life throws our way, if we choose to be happy, we can overcome any difficulty with courage and hope.